Hello everyone and welcome back to High Button Sports here as we get set for action out of Zatzman Sportsplex. Here with the Dartmouth Whalers taking on the Wearwell Bombers. Coming all the way from Pictou County. Ready to take on this Dartmouth team, and the tail of the tape here tonight is two teams looking to bump their way up the standings as we got a bit of a logjam here at the middle parts of the NSU 15 major standings. Both these teams pretty identical records coming into tonight, with the Whalers having 13 games played, 4 wins, 8 losses, 13 points, and the Bombers 14 games, 4 wins, 9 losses, 14 points. So whoever wins this game here will jump up a little bit in the standings, guaranteed. So we got a big one here tonight and plenty for the boys out there to be motivated about. As we get set for opening face-off here and get ready for this game on this windy Saturday night in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia, and the defense popping right up with the right side to pick up that puck. What a little move there by number 8, Sam Ryan. He's actually the forward playing the D to start off, and they had their winger on the right side, and they had 4 players at that puck immediately as they bring that puck into the offensive end, and they're down deep in the boards. That one worked in front. Ryan then hauled down. He tries to get back up. Puck's still loose there in front, and the Bombers will work that out. The right side coming down with that, and a toe drag by Campbell into the back right corner there. It'll be picked up on. Trying to play that back to the line. Anderson has that into the skates, and then it'll be over to Ryan once again as they work that forward. It'll be Tremblay trying to cut through for the break, but he'll be cut off on the back end by the defense there for the Bombers, and then he runs the man into the corner and pinched down on the wing, picked up by the Bombers on the left side and cutting out of the zone. In, played by the goaltender there, Cool, and that one sent up by the D for an accidental icing. We'll head back to the Dartmouth end. And we are underway here. Ready to go. 13:58 to go in the first. We've got the 2 15-minute periods and then the 20-minute third. That puck, one back for the Bombers. They send that around to Law. Law's going to pick up on that behind the net and work that up the right side, and they got a man in the middle dropping that puck and cutting into the zone. Smith, and then he heads that puck back in front, and that one will just go off his skate and be worked in behind. Battled for behind the net there. Picked up by the Whalers, and it'll come out the other way, though, for the Bombers, who then make a nice little chip pass off the wall there and then hustle back for that one. Gauthier. Drop back in the zone there now. Brooks will hand that puck off. That one off the blade of the stick of Smith and worked over to Gauthier. Back to McKenzie there for the Bombers and passed over to the left side, worked up the middle. And then sent down the left side, turned over the other way. Pong hands that puck off. Up the right side now, picked up on. He's got Beach in the middle, but he'll drop that back to Apong. Apong will shoot that in. It'll catch a shin pad, and now Apong out of position as they work back the other way. It's a 2-on-1 coming down the other side. Bombers cutting in the left side, shoot. And Parker Cool makes his first big save of the game here as he covers that one up. 2-on-1 there, electing to shoot. And that puck will be saved with relative ease off a nice rush on the left side. Worked down to the half wall and picked up in the zone there. Sent in, and that one steered aside. Dropped down the right side and trying to push him off the puck. Worked up the zone and sent back in. Icing waved off, and Apong going to circle back on that puck. Apong brings that into the back left corner, and he'll cut up and take that puck with him himself as he sees some open room, and he'll bring that all the way down the other way and behind the net. That one steered aside. Back to the line there onto Evans' stick. Evans takes a big shot that hits a shin pad. Back around to the half wall on the other side. In behind the goaltender and then steered aside. Beach then put some pressure on there, allowing Evans to turn it over. Evans now holds on. In along the half wall there. Bomber player going down, allowing that puck to be freed up. Evans picks up on it, and he'll send that in deep once again. Beach hustling after that one. as they circle in behind their own net, and a light pass that's just luckily not turned over for the Bombers as they work that down the left side. Trying to send that one out in front, swiped down the puck and worked over. Back to the line, that one shot in and snared out of the air. And we're off here, off the draw. The Bombers shoot that. It goes high over the left post there, and it'll wrap back in the zone there. Touched up and worked over to the left side. D-to-D pass and up the wing and sent masterfully down the ice there with the break into the zone, the dump and chase. A timely classic for any hockey team. Makinen now backhands that around the other way, and they're going to have to catch up to that on the board. McDonald gets to it. McDonald has that all up in his feet, and it gets sent back. Ricocheting off the boards behind the net there, and up the left side. Makinen tries to break that out, but it'll get caught up and sent back. Lots of defensive work here in the first period, as that one gets brought in off the left side, shot in and misses the net. Trying to work that back. Puck turned over to the winger there, Lewis. Sent over to the right side as they flick that off the glass high in the zone, and looking for Evans, maybe cutting up, but puck was not able to get there. Held on to and then worked back in the zone. Wearwell trying to break out. That one shot high over the net once again. Third shot high over the net for the Bombers so far. In behind now to Law. Law then gives that a little chip. They give it another chip. And then that's sent down for icing as we'll circle back and head back to the Dartmouth zone here with 5 minutes gone in this first period. The offense here of this Dartmouth team has kind of stalled out a little bit here in the past few games. They've got two players currently point per game in Travis Tremblay with 2 goals, 11 assists, 13 points in 11 games. Jace Evans, the captain, 10 goals, 3 assists, 13 points in 12 games. As the Whalers still early in the season looking to big win here tonight. It would be get big win to jump at least 2 or 3 teams in the standings, including this Bombers team. Meanwhile, the Bombers looking to make their way up the standings as well and add another win in the win column here. Coming from Pictou County, just a hop, skip, and a jump away from downtown Dartmouth where we currently stand. As that puck sent back into the zone and up the left side, try to work that to the middle. Smith works that up the right side. Keegan then shoots that down. Chased after in behind and ricochet off the boards. Evans going to go down to pressure, and he'll lay a little bit of a bump after the whistle, or after the player gets rid of it there in the back left corner. Now back to that same spot. Evans trying to pressure from behind, but they get that pass up the left side. Now it'll be hustled out of the zone. Sent on in. Bouncing off those end boards and trying to flip it out onto the stick there, and then laying a hit down as they try to push that puck forward. Up around the left side and back to Arnold. Lucas Arnold tried to get that out. Fought for tough down in the zone there. Wearwell step out front, and the 5-hole was open, and they shot that in, but it hits the stick before it can get through, and a nice save there by Cool, as he's faced majority of the shots here so far. Puck dropped in there, and circling back around the other way. Captain of this Wearwell team, Campbell, leaves that in behind the net. Trying to play that out in front. Fired in front there. A little zest behind that pass as they send that back down the left side. Worked on across the ice there as Makinen picks up on it. Makinen circling back behind his net. No, instead he'll hand that puck off behind the net and work that over to the right side. Looking for a man up the middle, and that puck just misses as they try to pick up speed through the zone, and a big hit laid there by Halliday as he gets on Anderson and turns that puck over up to McDonald up the right side now. McDonald getting pressured in among the boards. Deep on it. That one catches a skate and gets kicked back out to the middle, and now Wearwell working it back the other way, back to Makinen. Makinen into the feet of Halliday, who couldn't find it, because it was just a few inches behind him. Back to Makinen. Makinen up through the zone, back to McKenzie. McKenzie then stick handles and hands that off to the left side. Trying to cut up the middle here as we've got 7:13 to go in the first period here. About halfway through this frame. Makinen now cutting out in front of his own net. Oh no, that one turned over in front, but he's got support there in behind by Tremblay. Tremblay and Evans, the two point scorers on this team, and Evans with the puck here so far. He'll cut into the zone. Evans now trying to do it himself as he gets down the middle. Opens that puck up in the middle and a hard shot to the middle. Tremblay shoots. That one tipped inside. Puck still loose there in front. They're going to battle away for it. Worked up through center now. I was going to say Evans and Tremblay, the two top point scorers, are also two of the best players at getting back and getting on those defensive plays when they're needed. So good heads up, good offensive awareness and defensive awareness for those two guys. And they try to kick that puck aside as it kind of gets caught up in the pad, but they get rid of it as Brooks works it in through the zone. He's looking for space on the right side. Shot in, tipped away. In behind the net there, and a timely stick lift by the Wearwell Bombers defender, who was able to get it on Gauthier, who then shoots that front, and a nice tip on that. McKinnon tries to get it out. McKeegan, my mistake. McKeegan sends that back to the line. Law then steps in with a shot low. That one works over to the left side and just jumps over Smith's stick. Brooks then sends it into a loose puck in front, and that one will be picked up and worked the other way. Down in the zone, working for it. Gauthier picks it up. Now Dartmouth trying to get some offensive zone possession here, as hasn't been too many shots either way so far, but now a big shot out in front, and that one can't reach the net there by McKeegan. Cut back the other way by the Bombers as they work that up the left side and shoot that around. Apong now grabs it. Apong now trying to advance that puck. We'll have to push the man, but still possession here for the Bombers as they shoot that in and steer it aside by Cool. Evans then chases that deep in the zone. He'll turn that back up the other way, trying to create some space. In the back left corner there, trying for a stick lift. It gets back to the line, looking for a big slap shot. Wearwell shoots that one in and it goes wide. Back right corner now as they pressure on it, now cutting out of the zone. Looking for a chance. Evans has that knocked of his stick as he was cutting out of the zone with speed and ferocity. Is that what I'm looking for? As he had a look on his face there exiting the zone and maybe a little frustrated he wasn't able to get that puck by. 0-0 game here with 4:35 to go in the first. Held on to by Makinen. Makinen works that around. McDonald not able to catch up to it, so it's Wearwell who keeps it in the zone. Played that down low with a little bounce pass. In behind the net now on the left side. No one there in front for Wearwell, but laying a pick there in behind. Giving some space for Campbell, who works that out. Back to the line. McDonald shoots that in. It catches the skate there of Halliday and worked into the back left corner. Picked up now along the half wall, trying to cut out in front. That one catches the skate. Looking to get that out onto the stick now with the left side for a lane, and Campbell was looking to lay out Halliday there, but instead it'll be sent down for an icing and it'll be brought back the other way. So what I'm seeing here in this first period, like I said, good defense on both sides. Seems like Dartmouth is doing a good job keeping the shots to the outside. We saw a couple ones earlier in the game that got shot over the net with not great chances, so nothing really in tight and no grade A chances, I'd say, for really either side, aside from that 2-on-1 earlier. But besides that, it's been a pretty defensively minded game here with not too many open looks. Was that one into the back right corner, picked up on Sam Ryan in tough on that puck. Bouncing up out of the zone, and Wearwell work it down. It could be a 2-on-1 the other way as they're picking up speed in the zone. Passed across, big chance right in front, and a big miss by Campbell. as that was another great look for this Bombers team. So they've got about 2 here that could have gone for them that haven't so far, so we'll keep an eye on that and see if that comes into play with 3:15 left in the first as Evans works that back in his zone and he's looking to turn on the Jets. He'll pick it up and work it out down the right side. Trying to cut that one out of the zone and it'll come back and just fall off the stick there as they pull back out of the way. Held on to now by Ryan. Worked in, that's the right side, and that'll get sent down the ice for a whistle. As 2:45 to go in the first period. Getting ready for the whistle down here in the opposite end. Picked up on and whistled around behind the net there. Going to try to catch up to that before it exits the zone, but not a chance there as McKenzie holds on to that puck, and then a nice tip through the middle there, but it gets turned back over to Dartmouth as they try to cut up the middle. Down the left side now. Apong now chasing. Apong plays that over to Arnold. Arnold gets it over to, leaves that for Smith, I should say, and now they fight for it along the half wall there. Worked it up the middle, that one tipped off the stick. Chased after by Smith. Deep in the zone, trying to play that back. It's battled for. Down along the right side, ricocheting that, but it catches the shoulder of Makinen, and Makinen sends that back the other way. Tremblay works that in deep. 1:39 to play here in the first as it gets skated back around the other way onto the stick and chopped at. Now sent on down. I'll have to catch up to it. The icing waved off. McCoy grabs that puck now. Over to Sparks, who sends that one in deep. Beach going to catch up to that. Beach pokes that ahead. Worked in behind. We got a 0-0 game here, folks. Makinen through the legs. Cuts out to the left side. O'Coin's going to have to pinch in for that one, and he'll hold that one in low, and they're going to need to have someone there to cover. And Beach comes back for it, and that one's sent in, and O'Coin got a little chance at it there, but it goes into the mesh in the last minute of play here in the first period. Defensively minded game here so far as we'll get a full-scale change for Dartmouth. 2 weeks since we've broadcasted out of the Zatzman Sportsplex here. It's good to be back with you. My name's Jeff Warburton, if you didn't know. That one worked out front, big chance there, and that one steered aside, but they're going to get another look at it, and the best chance of the game there for the Whalers. As Lodge has to take a swing at it, but it'll be sent back. Brooks now picks it up. Brooks ricochets out off the board. It's caught up in the shin pads, and they're able to get that out nonetheless. That one turned over to the middle, and try to work it in and just can't get a hold of it as that's an icing. And like I said, it's been 2 weeks since I've been here. Glad to be back with you here today. Me and my colleague Mark Moffitt on the call. We're on the game here tonight, and tomorrow we'll be back in Zatzman Sportsplex at 1 p.m. as the Dartmouth Whalers take on the Bedford Bandits. And it won't be me on that call. It'll actually be my colleague Mark Moffitt filling in for me tomorrow as that one steered aside with the blocker. But yes, that'll be my colleague Mark Moffitt filling in, and I'll be over in Bedford taking care of some other high button activity. And 15 seconds left in this game. That one gets back to the line, shot in and covered up. And last year, I know this is a relatively new Dartmouth team and a younger squad, but last year the Bedford Barons, the now defunct team who have been replaced by the Bandits, and the Dartmouth team had a little bit of a rivalry going. Two of the high button clients last season had a couple great games, including one me and Mark did out at the RBC Center, which, man, must have been at least almost a year ago now, but a couple of real good games between Bedford and Dartmouth last year. We'll see if that continues tomorrow, but we've got some action to take care of here tonight as that is whistled down. It'll be the end of the first period here, so we'll take a few minutes break and be back for the second. We hope you join us for that one. Hello and welcome back for the second period. Here is our short break over just like that with a snap of the finger. And we'll get ready for the second period as that puck won back. Trying to work that out of the zone. Tremblay gets worked over to Wearwell. Work that up the right side. Campbell has that fall off his stick back to O'Coin there for Dartmouth. Over to Ryan there on the wall. Trying to play that out. Held on to by McDonald. Deep in the zone now as they go 2-on-2 down low. We're still looking for our first goal of the game in this one. As has a stick hanging off of him. That one never usually a good sign. But number 18, O'Coin able to go retrieve that. Down in behind the net now. Trying to play out in front of a big pad save there. Staying square to the post and a nice one as they cut up the left side. Sam Ryan now trying to get it around. He'll chop at that puck. In behind the net now. Looking for maybe someone in front. It's on in front and just can't get that off to Gauthier, who was streaking down in the zone. And now the stick goes the other way as Captain Campbell drops it for the Wearwell Bombers. Oh, and an accident down in the corner turns that puck over to Gauthier, but was covered by his two teammates, so not much coming to that one. And now Campbell will work it into the zone, taking on a Pong, shoots that one in low, and that one's steered into the mesh. 13:38 to go here in the second. Deep in the zone now, getting ready to go. That one back and picked up by Arnold. Arnold slaps that one around the ice for a guaranteed icing, and we'll pull it back the other way. And looks like we're just waiting for the centerman to be switched out here. Good to go. Puck one back to McKinnon. McKinnon fires that one in off the end wall and chased after in the corner, trying to work that one up ahead. Now leaving that puck in behind. McKinnon then grabs it. He's in between the ring line and the defense line, or the blue line, and sends that in. Into the back left corner and try to work that one out in front. Held on to by a Pong. Now a Pong works that over to the left side. Smith touches that forward and back to the line up for Wearwell. Trying to play that one up, and a nice little sauce pass through the middle there as it gets up to McKeegan. McKeegan now breaking it in. He has Smith on the other side. That one tipped away before it could trickle its way through. Wrapped around the other way. Brooks there. Evans goes in for the hit, and the man will shake him off there, and it'll be down the right side. Stepping in for a shot. That one steered away by Parker Cool with a nice little save there. One of the ones that look easy, but could take a funny bounce. It was kind of coming in at an odd speed as that one sent up off the glass. Back in and pressured one-on-one there, and it's going to get worked back around the other way. Dartmouth has a second with the puck here, and that was less than a second to work with, but they work it out in front nonetheless, and we'll see on the first power play of the game here as the tripping call after the hit on Sparks. Sparks does a good job hustling into that back right corner after that puck got sent back around, and he takes the hit to make the play and draws a penalty. Something I just noticed here, no ads on the boards here in Dartmouth. Such a juxtaposition of what you'd see in a normal NHL game where they've added the digital ads this year. I don't know if any of you NHL fans have seen that, but I can say not a fan. That one worked over to the right side. Sam Ryan picks up on it. Back to O'Coin. O'Coin does a little head fake, works that back down to Ryan. Ryan across the middle, and that one trying to find a streaking Jace Evans, who came in and would have tried to fire that one home. And steadily back to Ryan O'Coin. O'Coin picks it up. He'll send that over to the right side onto the stick of Evans, and Evans will break that into the zone himself, cutting down the right side, circling back in behind the net. Evans works that Back to his defender, over to Tremblay. Tremblay over to Evans. Evans stepping in, shot, misses off the right side. Back to Tremblay. Tremblay chips that ahead with a nice play to Aucoin. Aucoin puts that pass behind Evans. He still manages to get it a bit, worked in front, but it hits a skate before it can get through. Right idea there by Evans, but couldn't put that through. Now set up the middle. Big chance here for Dartmouth. Shot, save! As good heads-up play there by McDonald, as he had a lot of people fooled in this building, including me. I didn't see him sneaking in behind there. I was looking at Evans, who was calling for a defense to come on for him. And I looked back, and they had their first breakaway of the game, and now down the left side, Makinen takes just a second too long with that puck before getting rid of it, and it gets sent back the other way. Beach picks it up. Beach grabs it and sends that over to the left side. Pass to the middle, that one tipped, and it gets whacked away the other way. And 15 seconds left in the power play as they send that into the boards by Beach. 15 seconds left, or 12 seconds left in the power play now. 10:28 left in the second. Kind of advance that puck. It's on the stick there on the left side. Sends that through. That one hits the stick hard as they're trying to take the last few seconds of this power play. They get it. Halliday back to the line. And the player goes and changes for Wearwell. So they're basically without a power play here for an extra 10 seconds. The Bombers sent the guy from the box in as the Dartmouth had it in the offensive end. So they had some time to work with. As maybe a lesson learned there for the man in the box. McKinnon for the Bombers. Beach then sends that around the other way. Trying to catch up to its Makinen. He'll play the body. Around the left side and going on for it still. Makinen now has to advance that puck. It gets back to the line and shot it off the shin pad, and now they can work it back the other way. Sparks picking up speed on the right side. He's going to settle that puck down. Tries to center that across. That puck was up on its side. As now McCulley breaks into the zone. McCulley shoots. Weak shot that didn't quite get all of that one. Circling in behind the net now. Trying to cut it out down the left side. Picking up speed. Stop up play. Now we're getting pushed down from behind there. Good job to track that player back. Entering the zone was Evans who took that push. Cutting down the right side looking for a shot. That one high. Worked around the left side now. Picked up by Apong. Apong gets it out of the zone, but not much further. As it's sent back to Arnold. Arnold grabs it. Up to McKeegan. McKeegan hands that off to Evans. Shot in, steered aside. Evans then circling back. Hands that puck off. Looking for the man in front. Puck's still loose. That one's steered aside. Puck's still going in. They shoot and score. The second effort there gives us our first goal of the game. Sticking with that puck is number 12, McKeegan. As good job of sitting in front of the net there and putting that one home. As kind of felt like that was how it was going to go. It was going to be a goal that they had to work for. They weren't getting too many chances off the rush, so send that one in and work at it, and it'll be 1-0, our first goal of the game here for the Whalers. Over to Beach on the left side. The defensive battle, we'll see if that continues. We'll see if this game maybe opens up a little bit now that we've got our first one out of the way. Handed to the left side, looking for a shot. That one gloved aside as that one had a right side of the net labeled, and Cool just got enough of that with the glove. Worked out in front now. 8 minutes to play in the second. In through the middle and now back the other way. Gauthier now with it. He'll enter on side. Pull that to the middle. Hands that off to the right side and just off the stick there. A little too hard and a little too far for them to grab it. And now it'll be hustled down by Green, chasing Makinen into the corner. Makinen trying to stay cool under pressure, but it gets turned back the other way. Has a man in front, hits the shaft of the stick. Worked up past Anderson, and that one will trickle out of the zone by Smith, the player, to get that one out. Exiting the zone now is Anderson. Anderson comes out with it off the left side, it'll fall out now in between the middle and sent on for a shot into the gut of the goaltender. So we got our first one here. 7:22 to go in the second. One back and sent around the opposite way into the right side, and it's the linesman there as McDonald tried to clear it out. Halliday now putting some pressure on as that goes into the back left corner there. Tobin also there to get it. Worked it behind, shot down low in the zone, the back right corner, and it'll be ricocheted off these bouncy boards here at Zatzman and come back out. Now trying to cut to the middle, a nice little stick handling in a phone booth there. Left side, try to get it out. Good job keeping it in by Wearwell, but it's getting all sorts of pressure there on the far wall. Cutting with it down the left side. Worked into McDonald. McDonald hits that puck, but it'll be back the other way now. Law takes a hard hit into the boards there as he goes flying. Puck comes back though. Tremblay shoots that, but it gets tipped high. Back the other way. It'll be a 2-on-1 forming. Looking for the shot. Clear shot. He misses over the right side. Good opportunity. Probably the best of the period there for the Bombers. As now Dartmouth works it back the other way. Bringing that puck in. Shot high over to the right post. Catching up to it on the left side, but it'll be covered up by the goaltender here as we got 6:06 left to go in the second period here. 1-0 game here for Dartmouth. And the whistle will be outside the zone. Face off one, worked over to Apong. Apong's going to chase that puck into the zone. He'll get held up a little bit, but shake the man off. Apong back to the line, and that one just kept in. Shot high, and that one somehow reaches the goalie, and he'll steer it aside. On the left side, works back to the middle, trying to catch up to it. Good job there by Evans to turn that puck over on his own. Now trying to work that puck towards the net, but it'll get worked back the other way now as Bombers work it down the right side. 5:34 to go in the second. Cutting into the zone, looking for a clear shot. Misses off the left side. Takes a hard hit into the boards there. Maybe going for the numbers a little bit of Pong as the player's down and the ref's arms up. As he was just looking to finish his check there, I think, but it'll be the delayed penalty. And he did, I believe, kind of catch him from behind a bit there. And the refs will convene as the player's in the corner down. He was finishing his check as he was skating in hard to the corner there, but there was a turn by the player and just one of those incidents you don't like to see. And of course on High Button Sports we don't show the injuries. So we're going to put that camera to center ice and we'll take a little break in the action here and we'll be back when we have an update for you. And we're happy to say that player able to skate off under his own powers. And it'll be a 5-minute major and a game for Pong, so he'll be off for this one. And 5:16 left to go in the second, and the Bombers will head to a 5-minute power play. And we're ready to go here, so we hope it's all right after that incident, but it'll be a 5-minute power play here, and we'll have to continue on as we'll get ready here. And that one back to McDonald. McDonald hands that off to the left side. Campbell tries to grab it. Down low, circling back. Bombers trying to work that out in front. A nice pass back to the line there. On the right side. Trying to work that back, McDonald. On the right side, in down low, trying to work that around. They're getting a good cycle going. Down low, over to McDonald. Green tries to play that forward. Down low, no one in front for the Bombers, so they're going to have to try to tuck that in themselves, and the puck is laying there loose for the taking, and the Bombers will put that one in, and it'll be 1-1, so they make good 50 seconds into the power play. And we'll have an even game here once again, as they cut towards the front of the net on that one and took good advantage of it, as it was just sitting there on a tee. And they just had to come in, let the winger come in and poke that one home. So 1-1 game here as we'll continue on. Still 5-on-4 for another 4 minutes. Up the right side now. Played that back in the zone and into the glove there. McKeegan tries to pressure in from behind using that speed, but they're going to be bringing in by the Bombers. Trying to cut it in front. McCulley hands that off to the right side, stepping in for a big shot, and that one gloved down. It's cool, and I think everyone out there on the ice just needs to maybe take a second here after that scary situation. Like I said, the player was able to skate off under his own power, which is always great to see. So we can just remember that and continue on as that one sent down low. Clear to the zone there. Caught up to in behind the net and has a man on the left side. Green grabs that puck. Green sends that one through the middle, and they bring that in over the offensive end. Bombers now with it. Back to the line, shot in, and no one really knows where the puck is, including myself, as that one gets kicked aside. Puck's still loose there in front. Lots of Dartmouth guys there, though, to get the shin pads in front, and it gets bounced out of the way. Off the left side with it. Looking for a lane to the net, gonna hand that off, and that one's gonna take a funny bounce and then sent down the other end, and Dartmouth will be able to get a change here with 3:13 left to go in the second period. 3 minutes left in the power play. Even game here. Looking to turn it back the other way. On to Green stick, over to the right side. Back the other way. Evans then does a stick lift there, allowing them to clear it out. Sent back along the half wall. In through the middle now, hustled after and poked at by Arnold as he'll circle back and cover his post after that. And down the right side and delayed offside. We'll get a whistle on the play. It'll be on the other side here. Five on four for another 2:23 as that puck gets pushed in ahead, poked at. Now it'll be worked back the other way, 1-on-1, but works just a little too much to the right side and gives the Bombers time to get their guys back. Hands that off to McDonald on the left side. Brought into center and then circling back. Worked into McIntosh now, gets poked at, and now Dartmouth can try to work that back the other way. Beach now with it, he'll stick handle, pucks up on its side though, sends that and it's kicked over to the left side. Gauthier tries to send it down, but it's blocked along the boards. 2 minutes of play now in the second. 1:45 in the power play. McDonald works that over to O'Neill. He'll step up, getting pressured by Gauthier. Dartmouth doing a good job after that first goal to not let too many chances go, and the PK continues to be good as they send that down the ice. Chased after. In behind the net, they're going to work that up the right side. Into the middle, Campbell receives that pass, and he'll break it in. Campbell stepping in and pulling back. 1:26 left to go in the period. Worked out to the middle, and that one just, I don't know if he meant to give that a little back pass or if he just caught it on the wrong side of his stick blade, but nonetheless it exits the zone. It'll be a minute left in the power play now. Anderson cutting down the left side for the Bombers, trying to work that out front, and a pad save deep in his net. Cool kicks that one aside, and I've been really impressed with Parker Cool's game here tonight. Calm, cool, collected in the net, and I've tried to limit my puns, but I'm sorry one slipped out there as they try to work that over to the right side. Bring it into the zone, looking for the shot. That one gets caught up in the pants there of the Whalers defender. Trying to play that back. Puck gets loose and kept in the zone. Dropped down to the left side. 30 seconds left to go in the period. 20 seconds in the power play. Held on to by Campbell. Back to Anderson, kept in the zone. They're going to work that down the half wall again, but it's poked at. Now they're going to try to skate it out the other way. O'Coin works it forward. Circling back behind their own net, and that should do it here for the power play. 15 seconds left to go in the period as the Bombers turn it back the other way. Player hops on the ice and trying to break it in through the offensive end, looking for a shot. That one steered aside, and Dartmouth's going to take another penalty with 5 seconds left in it, a slashing call. So they kill off a 5-minute one, and then they get a 2-minute one by number 5, Jace Evans. So Evans trying to hustle back, and now with 5.9 seconds left in the second, we'll have another penalty, but it'll be the Bombers who will start the third with the power play, as we're going to have a 10-minute ice clearing after this. And the goalie's pulled with 5.9 seconds to go here, so what they would call a big brain move there by the coach on the Bombers, as they're in the opposite end, a few seconds left, and they got 6 out there, but doesn't look like it'll do much for them, as that'll be the whistle. So that'll take us to the end of the second period here. We got a 1-1 game heading into the third. Even matchup here tonight. We will determine a winner here in the next one. Hope you join us for that. And we are back here for third period action on High Button Sports, as we got a 1-1 game here and we're trying to find a winner. Get ready for puck drop here, and it'll be 1 minute and 52 seconds on the power play to start out for the Bombers. Work that up the left side, drop that puck back, and after evening it up at the start of that 5-minute major, it'll be the Bombers looking to take the lead here at the start of this 20-minute third period. Oh, as Halliday goes hard into the boards there, but he manages to keep himself up. On the left side, Campbell works it off O'Coin. O'Coin without a stick now, so we're going to the 5-on-3.5 right now. Worked over to the left side, and a bit of a break there for Dartmouth as O'Coin able to grab his stick back, and the puck falls out of the zone. Worked up to center and in through the left side. Cutting down on that, going to work that over. Back to the D now. Back over to the left side once again, getting pressured in there by O'Coin, and it'll be sent down. Mackinnon going to try to get a stick on it, but it'll be Wearwell in front as they had a good chance at it. Gets sent out in front. Still though, and coming out of the zone's Beach. Gregor Beach shoots that one in. It misses off the right side. In behind the net now. Trying to get on that. That one catches the skate of Tobin. Now in behind the net. Looking for a chance for a shot. That one shot high, and I'll catch the mesh there, and it'll be whistled down with 18:34 to go in the third. 29 seconds to go in the power play. Ready for a face-off here. Dropped in. Beach fights for it. It gets sent back to the line. Waiting for that DDD pass, but it gets sent around, and Tobin pushing. 18 seconds left on the power play, so they got to kill off these next few seconds. Tobin and Beach out there to finish it off. Cut down the left side now, and that's the offside is McCauley there for the Bombers. Held on. I didn't comment on it earlier, but not often you see a team wearing the LA Kings inspired jerseys with the black, silver, and white. But this Bombers team pulling them off, and those jerseys look pretty nice out there. Just an interesting little note there. You really don't, like the LA Kings, you usually see a lot more vibrant colors, but this Kings team has worn that for their cup wins, and it has quite the history as Evan breaks that out of the box. He'll backhand that out, it'll miss. In behind the net there, and of course, the Whalers, the famous Hartford Whalers colors. That one gets sent in through the middle, and onside just by a hair as Hayden brings it in, cutting down the left side, looking for room, and he gets knocked off the stick finally at the last second by Brooks. Then up the right side, trying to advance that puck. O'Coin going to grab that in behind his own net, and I said earlier in the game where you're even in the standings, and I think that's shown here tonight as it's been a very even back and forth game as O'Coin pushes that forward, shakes off the man and tries to work that out in front. It gets steered aside before any Whalers forwards could catch up to it. Into the back corner now, and center on the other way. Trying to play that off. It'll be Gauthier now who picks it up along the wall and gets that through a couple of legs, and he'll pick it up on the right side now. Work back over to the left, Smith. Mackinnon drops that low. Gauthier now looking for his chance out in front. That one misses over to Law. Alex Law hands that back to Smith, and it gets through the stick. Mackinnon steps in with it, but comes back the other way. Gauthier now circling back in the zone. Just kept outside. Oh, and a bit of a sandwich hit there in the middle between what I believe Smith and McKeegan. McKeegan's had a good game here tonight, and a big laydown hit there by Arnold as he gets his man. Cutting down the right side now. Gauthier with it. Gauthier will send that in behind. Arnold now laying a hit. Turns that puck free. In deep with it. Gauthier tries to get up the right side, poked at, and it could be worked back the other way. McKeegan putting the pressure on, leaves that to the middle. That puck just goes by. Goalie fine with leaving that one as Brooks works that free. Has Evans in behind him. That puck knocked off his stick at the wrong time, though, as it is able to get scooped on by the Wearwell player. Now cutting with it down the left side. In through center and sent down. Some good clean hits going on out there now. O'Coin drops that back. He's got Evans high up the left side. Just not enough pace on that puck to really give him a break out the middle. Beach lays a hit there and knocks a guy over. Green low in the zone. 15-20 left to go in the third. That one turned over to the middle, and Campbell's going to circle back for it. Campbell drops that in behind the net. That'll miss the stick and be worked over to the opposite corner. Going in for it. There is O'Coin. Beach now with it. Tries to play it in front to O'Coin. It gets stopped up. Back to Makinen. Makinen shoots. That hits the skate of Captain Campbell out there for the Bombers. Tries to center that one, but it gets worked in behind, and Makinen tries to get it, but it gets fired in the zone. O'Coin gets beat to the puck there. Pushes him into the back right corner. Campbell still with it. Campbell shoots that back to O'Coin. O'Coin stops the puck in its tracks and tries to get that up to Beach. Lots of ice time here for Beach to start with this third period after some penalty killing. Now 5-on-5 shift as McDonald gets it on the left side. McDonald fighting for it with Tobin down low. Picked up by the Bombers, who a little bit lazy with that puck, and it looks like we'll have a penalty here for the Bombers, as it'll be to the power play for Dartmouth. Cross check maybe, and 14-15 left to go in the third, and it'll be good opportunity here for the Whalers. And just found out that my Edmonton Oilers came back with 4 unanswered in the third period for the win, and the Michigan Wolverines beating Ohio State in college football earlier today. So good sports day for me. Let's see what happens in this game here tonight, as it's 1-1 with 14:08 left to go in the third. In through the legs, worked back and just kept in by Evans. Evans, the top goal scorer, playing the blue line, so they're going to try to run the power play through him, it seems, back there. But that one gets worked over. Back to Evans now. He settles that puck down. Hands that over to the right side. He's got Tremblay out there with him. Shots low in front. Still loose. Battling for it. That's what they were looking for. Back into the skates. Oh, and it'll fall outside the zone there. And they're going to have to work it over to Evans, who he falls down. And that'll be Wearwell working back. They have a man in the middle. Evans lays out. It works the other way and in for the short-handed goal. Gets by a diving Evans after a turnover, and the Bombers will score 38 seconds into the penalty kill to go up 2-1 on the 2-on-1 rush. Worked across to the cross crease. And wow, just as the Whalers were playing that power play, what I thought to be very good and astute, I was talking about playing Evans on that line, and it gets kind of by him, and it finds the back of the net the opposite way, and now the Whalers looking to fight back, and for the first time in this game, they're down. That one's sent out through the middle in the delayed offside as Tobin needs to come back and tag up with Halliday and Gauthier. Shot down the left side. I bet you Evans, the captain out there, isn't going to like how that went down, and he'll come out with a bit of fire under him on his next shift as that one gets turned over back through the middle. Remember, this Dartmouth team still on the power play, has a minute left on it. Beach shoots that down around, but it's going to be the Bombers who get to that first and just send that right back down to Makinen. Looking for a pass up the middle, finds Holiday's stick and trying to work it out. Holiday will lay a hit, and this looks like he'll take the penalty. So we'll be back to 4-on-4 here. It's the boarding call on Halliday, and 30 seconds left on that initial penalty that resulted in the shorthanded goal. It'll be back to 4-on-4. .12:44 left to go in the third. Evans out there, so we'll keep an eye on him in this shift. That back to the line. That one catches a shin pad, and they're going to try to work it out. Picked up by Evans and sent in deep.
40. Time out, 7 minutes, 16 seconds.
held up. Oh, and player goes down into the corner there, McKeegan, and he'll get some cheers from the opposite bench. Something you'd see in hockey quite often once you see one of your opponents go down. McDonald comes out, and that'll be sent on in the zone. 12-10 left to go in the third. 1:25 of power play time now for the Bombers. Held on to and sent up the left side. Drops that puck and leaves it. Looking for a way to the middle. It gets knocked off the stick of Arnold. Try to work that up, and McDonald's going to have to skate in, but Wearwell still have it. They work that down. Chop that. O'Coin misses the puck, catches a shin pad. Gets back to the blue line. Sent in for a far one from the opposite end, and it'll be off the end boards, and 2 players to 1 there. But Dartmouth comes out with it as Evans turning it up in the zone, and he'll shoot that one. It takes a funny bounce right to the stick of McDonald. As McDonald tries to work that puck, it gets caught up in the skates there, the Bombers player, and now back the other way. McKenzie with it, drops to Green. Green stepping in with time and space down the middle, shoots, glove saves on the middle, it's still loose, and then they cover it up. Good chance for a second opportunity in front as well. And it'll be 31 seconds left in the power play here. 11:15 left in the third period. 2-1 game here for the Bombers in the Whalers zone. And the Whalers have some work to do here. That down the right side. It all starts with creating some chances. And when they get back to 5-on-5, we'll see if that happens. But the Bombers step in. Oh, a perfect chance to try to put that one over the goalie's shoulder on the right side. He can't put it home. And we'll await the draw here. That one back. McKenzie grabs it. Keeps it onside. Works that over to the left. Shot in. That one gloved down, but it's still loose in front. 12 seconds to go in the power play. Deep in the corner there as the hit's laid. And now looking for a pass out to the middle. Hand it off with a nice play to Green. And then they stand up into each other on the opposite side. Kay just gets it out of the zone as Sparks. As he fanned on the clear. All right, and now we're back to 5-on-5 here as Makinen enters the zone. Makinen bringing it in off the left side. That one tipped high and will find the mesh in behind the Wearwell net. Evans will be on the draw here. Looking to even this game up. Evans wins that puck forward, but it gets caught up in the skates, and now Brooks hands that back. Evans grabs it on the left side. Over to O'Coin. O'Coin sends it in and hits a stick, and now up the middle, trying to skate it out. Swung on. Trying to advance that. Gets down to the right side to Ryan. Ryan sends that back the other way. Picked up on by O'Coin. O'Coin tries to shoot that down, but it'll be stopped in its tracks and worked in through the middle. 10:04 left to go in this game. 1-goal game as that one gets sent over back to O'Coin, who has that jump over his stick, over to Brooks. Brooks with it on the left side over to Ryan, who pokes that ahead. Tremblay chasing after it. Back along the other way. Into Ryan, over to Evans. Evans tries to battle for that, and they poke away at that on the corner. I don't think that's going to be received very well. It wasn't. Evans comes in, the captain after, and gives an extra shot. And I'll be whistled down with 9:35 to play here. And I just want to say thanks for tuning into our coverage here on High Button Sports today. Love bringing you these games, coming out to Zatzman and get you to experience a good game here on a Saturday night. It's the end of November. We're about to hit December, and you can tell if you look outside, the flurries are starting, the lights are going up, the Christmas cheer is filling the air, and we're getting ready for all of that in the next month or so, and there'll be a couple more weeks here of high button coverage, and then at the end of December, we actually get a bit of a break as a lot of the teams go on their Christmas break, and unless we pick up a tournament or something, it'll be a break for everyone. on the high button team. That one now dropped in behind the net. That one's going to cut out through the middle. Arnold picks it up, backhanded away. Handed off. Worked in, and that one catches a skate there. Smith tries to get rid of it. Brought into the offensive zone now. Skated after. Gauthier picks it up. Gauthier now has that sent in deep. He'll try to lay a hit as he works that puck in, and that one now towards the middle. Skated back on. Smith's going to cut the man off, and now they're going to bring it out down the left side. Arnold grabs it. Arnold takes a big hit amongst the boys as he's squished, and he's getting chirped on his way off. As he'll rejoin the plane over to Makinen. Makinen shakes the man off, and he'll try to work it in through the offensive end. He's got it in his skates, and they're going to have to keep pushing that forward. Into the right side, sent on down. Evans going to be out there once again. Chasing it on the right side, onto the stick there, and they're going to try to work that back. Entering the zone. Aucoin grabs it in the back left corner. Aucoin continues to push that puck up ahead. Battling away for that. Beach then flicks it out, catches a shin pad. In the other way, Sparks grabs onto it, but it'll be battled for still. Hayden manages to get that back to his defensive partner. That one turned over in front. Evans shot, save! What a great opportunity there to tie up the game. A clear giveaway in front. Stone blank save of the best opportunity for this Dartmouth team here in the third period. Standing up tall. Wow. That one entering the zone now for the Bombers as they're going to try to work it back the other way. It's been a lot of Dartmouth since the end of that penalty kill. Left side. Evans hands that off to Aucoin in the middle. Aucoin now bringing it in. Shot down. Steered aside. 7:17 left to go in the third. As we near the end, that one worked out front. Tobin shot. Save again. 2 point-blank shots here in the past minute. Neither of them find the back of the net. It's always nice to see a little defensive game here and between two evenly matched teams. And I've said it a couple times already this game, but that's been pretty much the consistent throughout this one. The most consistent part of this game is just how even the opportunities and the chances have been, and even the penalties, and for that matter. That one back to the middle. Gonna try to work that down. Law grabs it. Law working that up the right side. McDonald chips that ahead, and they're gonna hustle after that one. Halliday putting the pressure on, but that one worked back the other way now. Shot down the right side. It'll be hustled after and picked up by Brooks now. Brooks looking for the pass. He'll hold on. Down to Anderson. Anderson will circle back for the Bombers. Hands that D-to-D pass. A little bit of pressure from McDonald, but they manage to get it out, and they send that down for an icing as he's just not over the red line. 6:14 left to go in the third. Still 2-1. I was saying, the Dartmouth Whalers, one of our oldest and most loyal clients here of High Button Sports. Just when we were getting this whole streaming started, they were one of our first partners along with Steel Subaru, so always a special place in the heart of the High Button team is this Whalers team. That went over to Ryan. In behind his own net now, or the opposite net now. He'll get poked off that puck. Haven't seen too much Tremblay out there the last few minutes. That one gets worked into the middle as Evans tries to grab it. That is Tremblay who tried to pass that to Evans in the middle. Aucoin then going to have to go in, and he'll do a nice little steal of the puck there, and he'll get skated back on, but a nice sauce pass to Ryan. And now Ryan works it down the left side. He has Evans in the middle. Evans shoots that one. A nice save once again. A hard shot to the mask there, the upper part of the chest protector, the lower part of the mask as they steer that aside. Ryan gets hauled down there. No call on the play as it kind of looked like the arm got reached around there, but going to work away at regardless. Down to Arnold. In low, circling back in the zone. He's got Smith there on the left side, but McCoy will hold on. McCoy over the right, looking to find Smith in the middle and just onside, but can't get the puck to him. McKeegan tries to get that puck advanced. He'll still have it. McKeegan tries to pull that one out in front, but it'll be knocked off with relative ease. Back to Makinen, down to McKeegan. McKeegan in the middle, gets worked over to the right side, and just a little flutter shot into the glove. With 4:32 left to go in the third. It is 7:01 Atlantic Standard Time here in Dartmouth. And we are nearing the end of this one. Maybe looking for extra time if Dartmouth can break through here. They've had a good third period getting chances, but haven't been able to even this one up after that shorthanded goal to start the period. Worked around, tripped up behind the net, no call there. Worked out front, another shot that catches a shin pad. And a bit of a bucking over there on McKeegan as he tried to go for the hit. Back to Law. Law works that over to Makinen. Makinen misses that puck. He'll have to work a little extra hard to get that down, and he gets it to the half wall, but it gets chipped by him eventually. Over to Gauthier. Gauthier hands it to Smith. Makinen now working that forward. He'll take a hit, and now it'll be cutting down the middle, looking for space. McIntosh for the Wearwell. They shoot that. It gets tipped by Law. Law's had a good defensive game here tonight. Doing a good job keeping that puck in the offensive end, or once it's reached the line, and has made some good defensive plays. Caught up in the skates there in front, and it'll be covered up by Cool as 3:38 to go in the third here, and a big 3:38 competing for 2 big points in the standings here as we close in on December. Puck, one back, free there in the middle. They're going to send that down the right side. Brooks is going to catch up to it. Brooks in behind his own net. He'll turn it back the other way. Look for lanes. We've got Evans out there. Evans cuts it in, gets that knocked off his stick and tries to push that forward as McDonald, but it'll be sent down the other way, and icing will go just by a hair. Back the other way now. Evans will be on the draw. He'll have Halliday to his left. And he'll have McDonald to his right. Brooks and O'Coin on the defensive end. Back to Brooks. Brooks shoots that in. On net. Good opportunity there. Goalie square to it though. 3:11 left to go in the third. Looking for that same sort of play here. One back. They get it. Big slap shot in from behind. Puck's loose on the left side. Perfectly tipped there in front. Goalie gets the pad out. Evans now with it on the left side. Going to the net with a stick down. Trying to get that out in front. It gets tipped away. Back to Brooks. Brooks fights to keep that in the zone. Good job. Good strong play. Halliday out in front. Has the man working around. It's Evans. Shot. Save. They've gotten their opportunities here in the third period. The puck has stayed out of the back of the net. 2:48 to go in the third. We'll get a full-scale change here for Dartmouth. It'll be Tremblay, Makinen, Arnold, Gauthier, and Ryan out there now. Gauthier wins that to Tremblay. Tremblay holds on. Hill's getting pressured though. He gets that over to O'Coin. Or Arnold. Arnold works that down. Doesn't take much of a spin around the boards as it bounces right back. No one's there in front for Dartmouth, but they've got possession with it behind. Tremblay now trying to work it out from behind. Back to the line. Arnold keeps it in. Works that to the back right corner. Ryan's down there in front, so he's not able to pick up on it. They tried to get it to him regardless. Ryan now gets it over to the right side. Arnold gonna have to go for it, but it'll be a 2-on-1 the other way as he pinched in. Gauthier coming back to help, but it's going to be a shot off the left side. Hits the mask. Arnold grabs it now. And along the half wall, Wearwell with possession. It gets back to Gauthier and gets flipped up into the mesh here with 2:05 to play in the third. There's a bit of a tightness down on the ice. You can feel it up here in the booth. as they've been fighting hard to get it, but maybe looking for just a little bit too perfect on some of these passes and such. As you just got to be firing it on net at this point, sending guys in, play nice and loose. Circle back in the zone, it'll be Evans turning on the Jets. Connor McDavid style, trying to use that speed to break it in. Gets it into McDonald. McDonald has a chance here in front, still on the stick, puck still loose. And it's covered up there as a successful skate out of the zone there by Evans, but it gets stopped. And a lot of whistles here, and the goalie pulled there for Dartmouth. So a timeout called for Dartmouth as well. They kind of realized that they maybe need to loosen up here, perhaps, to take a second with 1:49 to play in the third. Goalie pulled, and they circle up. The timeout called, and they draw up the play. This will be a perfect time to tell you, if you haven't checked out some of our other action here on High Button Sports, we've got the podcast going. We've got lots of streams coming, and the World Juniors obviously in Halifax. So make sure you keep an eye out for that, as High Button will definitely have their fingers all over that one. You don't see the World Juniors come to this part of the country very often. .149 left in the third. It'll be McDonald, Tremblay, Halliday, Evans, Aucoin, and Ryan out there. Ryan covering the blue. Back to Ryan on the line. Ryan shoots, puck's still loose there in front. They're battling away. Oh, and a great opportunity. Exactly what you wanted, but it'll be sent down. Are they going to beat the icing? They wave it off. 1:37 to play, and they're going to have to spread out down the ice now. Halliday lays a big hit at an important time as they were trying to catch up to that puck to maybe put it away for the empty net. That one catches the skater, Evans. Under the stick there, and they're going to work it back the other way. Off the left side, Halliday has that jump over his stick, but pushing it forward. Tremblay now with it. Tremblay advances that. They've got a man on the opposite side, Evans. Puck still loose there in front, sent down. Will that catch the net? It looks like it will. Right down the middle as the Bombers send it from their own end with 1 minute and 8 seconds left, and it'll be 3-1. Valiant effort by the Whalers here in this third period, but the Bombers able to hold on. And with 1:08 to go in the third, they find the dead center of that net, and it looks good coming off the stick. And it finds the back of the net. Down the right side, and Whalers still fighting here as Tremblay gets it. It'll be the last minute of play. Evans now tries to step in. He misses off the left corner. Played out in front. Onto the stick there. Aucoin battling for it. He gets a stick on it at the last second to keep that off. O'Neill now with it for Wearwell as he'll cut to the net. Back the other way. McDonald now tries to fight for it. And into the middle. Ryan putting some pressure on it. It'll come back as they catch that off the stick, and Whalers battling for it. Ryan advancing that puck forward. 24 seconds to go here in the third. Bombers circle back. Ryan now deep in the zone with it. 15 seconds left to go. Ryan holds to get knocked off that puck. Back to Aucoin. Aucoin's going to let a shot go. That one's steered aside. Puck still loose in front. O'Neill gets it here for Bombers, and they send that down the middle looking for McDonald, but 1 second left to play, and that'll be the end of it. So the Wearwell Bombers come out with the big 2 points in this Saturday night game, and Dartmouth going to need to come back tomorrow and look for a win against the Bandits, but that'll do it here for our coverage on High Button Sports, as 3-1 win here for the Bombers, and that'll be the end of it for you. So thank you for tuning in on High Button Sports. We appreciate it. We'll be back.